by saying how proud of you I am, because you and I are planners, okay?
Yes.
So when we go away, we want the itinerary, the schedule, and everything. But you have started doing this amazing thing with your husband where you get in the car and you just drive.
Yes.
So you do these road trips. Obviously, you plan it out, but you don't plan where you're going.
No, we pick a direction.
That's
and then,
it?
Yeah, and there's no, and he will not let me look at my phone. And it's like, oh, I have to look at my phone. No, okay, put your phone down. He puts your phone down.
Really?
And we just drive. Now, we have ended up in parking lots of, you know, odd places. And like, it's like, so it is crazy.
Yes.
But it's so much fun because we see things we've never seen before. Like, when we've driven through neighborhoods on the way to try to find a, you know, whatever we're going. And it's like, oh, I like that house. Anyway, so, you know, but it's really, really fun.
Look at this neighborhood
We
more.
should. Anyway.
I think it's a great idea. So let's talk about what you're going to pack for your day of adventure.
Right. So when we first started, I didn't take anything.
Okay.
And that was stupid. Okay. So because I have to have some kind of rules, right?
Yeah.
So now I pack a first aid kit because I'm the biggest klutz in the entire world.
I hear you.
And included in that, I always bring an antihistamine. And I didn't have this in my purse on the weekend, and I got stung by a wasp.
Ooh.
So we had to get in the boat and go back to my friend's cottage so I could drink some Benadryl. So yeah.
Okay.
So pack that. I always have bug spray after bite. You know, that would have been really helpful. Sunscreen. I bring my kazoo because my kazoo is always in my purse. And when we get really lost, I go like this. And it makes me happy, you know, like it de-stresses me.
Does it make Scott happy?
He just is so used to it. He doesn't even. I had an Insta story where he's like oblivious, and I'm like. Anyway, so yeah, he
figures it out.
He just like, you know, we're just gonna go anyway.
Now, are you a good navigator? Because I'm terrible.
No, I'm a really, really good navigator if I have a map.
Right.
But if we're just following signs, you know, but you know, it's so out of my comfort zone. It's so good for my brain.
It is.
And it really, I would suggest just wander, right? It's crazy.
Get lost.
All right, a couple of things I do. I pack now is my battery charger. So if we're out hiking around, then I've got, you know, cell to take photographs. No map. Packing music. My hat, water, sunglasses, paper towels, and then I do tea towels, and I put them on, you know, like a picnic table, or maybe on the grass, and that'll be, you know, like our little kind of placematty thing. And I take a blanket, a cooler, and a cold pack.
Beautiful.
And that's the stuff I just always have now, and I always just put this in a plastic bag, so we're ready to go.
You're ready to
go.
go.
So it's already ready. Right.
Okay, so no stress.
The sandwiches, no stress. Okay, so I make upscale sandwiches because, you know, I'm me, and so I came up with this sort of. Have you ever heard of a muffaletta?
I have heard of a muffaletta.
So they're from New Orleans, and they're like this massive, huge sandwich that you put bricks on, right?
Yeah.
So I did a mini version of that. That does not require bricks, okay?
Okay.
So, all right, so you get some really good firm bread, like a ciabatta or something strong.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil into some La Bamba sauce, which is like that antipasto thing, which is like I always talk about. And you're going to put that, I'm just going to do one of the sandwiches so that we can see, or maybe I'll do two. So you're going to divide that equally because you want this to soak in, and you really need to make this the night before.
Okay.
But if you don't want to, that's fine. They're just going to be a bit chewier, okay?
All right.
And then, because I love leftovers and I don't like throwing anything away, I usually have leftover protein. So I've got leftover roast beef or leftover chicken, but if you don't, you can buy cold cuts. You know, I saw you looking at my prosciutto.
I was.
Or you can buy, you know, some already cooked chicken, whatever you want, but I like the whole leftover thing. And then we're going to start layering all this stuff on. So we're going to put sun-dried tomatoes on.
Is the sauce hot?
The sauce is hot. Yeah,
okay.
It's got some spice in it. And you can tell that, you know, I'm really influenced by Italian. I mean, come on, I love Italy.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. And then I'm going to put on some black olives. As a little home economist tip, if you buy olives and you want to pit them, you just put your finger on and squish it down, and then it pops out. And I see a lot of people cutting them with knives, and I always go, that's really sad. Anyway, okay, so we'll just stick the olives in. And then we're going to open up a pepper, so that these are all in the, I bought these all jars, but I have this kind of stuff in my house, which is, you know, I mean, I'm just one of those people that has all this kind of condimenty things there.
Well, it's good. It's actually good to have for a day like this. If you know you're going to be doing a bunch of road trips, stock up so you have everything you need in your pantry, and then it's not even a bother when you decide to go.
Right. And now Scott is a great big beef eater, so we're going to give him a beef eater. Isn't that one of those guys that wear those outfits? Yeah, right.
He does.
Well, he's an actor.
I can
He's
see
never
Scott
played
in one of those outfits too.
Can you? Oh, that's
Scott
hilarious.
is, by the way, the husband.
He's the husband.
Mentioned his name a gazillion times, but what a great guy.
And he's a cute. Oh my gosh, he puts up with with so much stuff. And then I'm going to use a goat cheese. Yeah, really. And I love it that he just sort of ignores me all the time. Anyway, so
it's sort of on the resume,
it's
right?
on the
when
resume.
you get into a marriage situation, you need to put up with stuff.
Put up with Mairlyn is the big one.
You
okay.
Put up with each other.
And then we're going to do one of my favorite ingredients, which is fresh basil. Now, don't make these ahead of time.
Fancy.
Oh no, come on! Basil makes everything better. Squish it down. I've totally done this wrong order because I was having too much fun talking.
That's okay.
But it's on your site. And what are we missing? We're missing arugula. Here's my net. You know how I always put it in a plastic bag?
Yeah.
I thought, what the heck? I'll put it in this, and it works just as well. So I wash it.
Okay.
I spin it, and then it's all nice and fresh in my plastic. So I did that a couple of days ago.
It's all about the tea towels too, guys.
I love
like
the tea
you're really good with using those. It's going to absorb everything, and it's going to make sure they don't get all squishy and drippy and
gushy.
Okay,
and now you really do want to smash the heck out of this. And I just want to show you this big technique. It's not really big technique, but you're going to use parchment paper. Don't use wax paper,
right?
Because it'll be soggy and a mess, and you'll hate me.
Okay,
or you could use foil if you wanted, and pretend you're a butcher. So you're going to push it down, and then you're going to do a little parcel wrap like that, and another little parcel wrap like this, and then roll it up really, really tight.
Yep.
Put an elastic band on it,
and then sit on it.
Sit on it. Yeah. No, you put it in the refrigerator, and I do it under something really heavy so it squishes it, and then I write the names on so that I've got a chicken one and Scott's got the meat one. But when you get to your place where you're going to have your sandwich, you have this amazing, huge lunch, whatever, and it is so super yum.
It looks good,
I really want to eat it right now. But that was overnight, okay?
That's a good breakfast.
And that's it.
Okay, so you're ready to go. You've packed it all up. You put it in your little
put it in a plastic
bags, and I think that's great.